Hello there, Chicago Bears fans. It is your lovely host here. It is the Reister. Now I am bringing back the return of the special videos of the Chicago Bears because they're on their bye week. So I'm going to talk about this instead. Now, Bears fans, don't worry. I will discuss my social media accounts when the video is completely over. Now, my quick introduction. Excuse me, I want you guys and gals to sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, or grab some to eat, or maybe, just maybe, you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on the subject. And of course, the link will be down below, or the article will be down below. It'll be strictly a link. Now, last week sometime, we got more information on this new stadium of the Chicago Bears. I know a lot of you know about it already because it's all over social media. So I'm going to show you the pictures, and let me know what you think. Okay, here is the layout. Of course, things could change in a heartbeat. Here it is. Here's the outside of the stadium. I kind of like that. The Bears or stadium, of course, it probably could change, you know. There's the inside. Now, let me break down the inside. What does this remind me of? You guessed it, the Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas. I mean, it's the same people going to build the new stadium of the Bears, the builders. So, I mean, this is a little different there. You know, you got the two jumbo screens and all that good stuff. I mean, it looks all right, but nothing really stands out, you know? See? Now, let me go get to this. And probably you're wondering, where is the park? And they will figure out. Look at this is so beautiful. A dome for the first time in Chicago Bears history. Okay, they can host major events. For all the wrestling fans, they can host a WrestleMania. They could host a Final Four. I mentioned this years ago. They could host any kind of major event. Of course, sports related or non-sports related. So they're gonna have like bars and all the good stuff, you know. And I know you should keep it at Soldier Field. People, Soldier Field is not up to date. They tried that back in '02. It was a disaster. They put the old on the new, and now it's, of course, everything's old. I prefer a brand new stadium than keep it at Soldier Field. And they're gonna have better grass. They can have everything up to date, you know, modern, you know. You know, I know that Soldier Field has a lot of history. Now, probably someone's gonna say, "What are they gonna do with the Walter Payton statue? They're gonna bring it over to the new one." I don't know if they're gonna have it indoors or outdoors. Because off the record, remember Michael Jordan statue in Chicago at United Center? It was outside for a long time. Then they decided to put it inside. So maybe that's gonna happen in the future. So it's gonna be nice and tailgating. And I don't know if they're gonna have a underground parking. I don't know. So, and they haven't made this official, but it's getting closer. So now they got to worry about the funds. So they're not gonna ask anybody from in that area to pitch in. I mean, I don't know the whole details, but I'm down with this stadium. Now, I want to show you this photo. I know I discussed this a few minutes ago. Here. Instead of this, why they can't have like bears when you enter the stadium? You know, that movie called Aladdin, the cartoon version. Use that. You know, get some ideas because I think this is just like very, very boring of a look, but people will be very pleased. Everything will be up to date. Nothing will fall apart, and then you will have plenty of room to exit, or sorry, you have plenty of room to enter the new stadium and then leave the stadium. I went to a Bears game a couple of years ago, and it was like sardines, you know. It was like horrible access. You could take your vehicle or take the train. They were going to have a train out there, so that's always a plus plus. I don't know if you'll get a deal, a discount when you go to the Bears games. Maybe, maybe not. They're going to have bars. They're going to have everything. I know overall it's going to be very expensive, but overall it's going to be a good thing. They were going to do this a long time ago. You remember that rumor? They were going to move to Gary, Indiana. I mean, that'd be nice because I'm not too far from Gary, Indiana. But who wants to go get Gary, Indiana for a pro football game? The tickets probably be very reasonable. They got a lot of property. They have minor baseball teams out there, but who won't really want to go there for a professional team? They got to come the Gary Bears. Now, I think they're still gonna come the Chicago Bears. I'm just bank on it because look at other NFL teams out there. So this is definitely gonna be very modern, like up to date. I know they're coming off the Raiders 2.0, but who cares? All the Bears fans will still go. They're not gonna protest. I'm not gonna go. I prefer just at Soldier Field. You prefer Soldier Field. You remember that one time when the Bears versus the Niners, all that rain, it ruins the seats. They don't have to worry about that. It was a dome. Now, if they have a dome, I'm okay with, but make it attractable. Then it could open and closes. The Bears could flip and forward it. They just don't want to piss that money away, So do that, please, Bears. They do it for the Colts. They do it for Atlanta. For the Falcons, open, especially like in September or October, they could be nice. Who wants to have it closed all year long? Very stupid. I know they do it for the Vikings. I know they do it for the Saints. I know they do it for other stadiums. Now, I know this is not Bears traditional football, but this is the only way that the Bears could host a football Super Bowl. I think they want to host it in 2035, I think. But you never know. Anyway, I want you guys and girls to follow me Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. All my social accounts will be down below for sure. Now, if you want to be part of my show, that'd be delightful. If not, don't worry about it. Have a good one. I'll see you on Wednesday when I give you my recap and my brand new picks of my NFL. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, everyone. What do you think about this new layout for the Bears Stadium? Be honest.